Welcome everyone, my name is Natalie, aka a Wooden Butterfly, and this is Art That Heals the Soul. This week we are doing a pick-a-pile reading, but of course, and this week's pick-a-pile is going to be what gifts you can expect in the year 2022. Last week we did the wrapping up pick-a-pile, so this week we're going to do the gifts that you are going to be receiving in the year that lies ahead. I hope you guys choose wisely, choose intuitively, choose the pile that speaks to you initially, and so that you can get the most out of each reading. And of course you can pick more than one pile, you can pick all three if you want, really doesn't matter, whatever you're feeling. And let's get right into it. But before we get into it, please keep in mind that I do read my cards intuitively, as opposed to a lot of people. A lot of people just solely base the readings off of the description of what each card means, but I do a little bit of both, so just keep that in mind when listening to my readings. And I hope you guys enjoy and take your time. Alright everyone, this is for those of you who chose pile number 1, or the Wandering Star Tarot, with this orange herb little jar. Okay, let's get right into it. First, I'm going to start off with the Unicorn Oracle deck to kind of get an overall view of what gifts you can expect for the upcoming new year. So let me connect with your guys' energy. I call upon pile number 1's spirit guides, and my spirit guides allow me to be used as a channel for the messages pile number 1 needs to receive through my mind's eye and through the cards. Please and thank you. Allow me to release whatever energies I pick up during the reading after the reading is over. Please and thank you. What gifts can pile number 1 expect to receive for the upcoming year, 2022? Tell me, Spirit, what gifts is pile number 1 going to receive in the year 2022? We have direction. Okay. So right away, I'm already getting a very straightforward. You're really getting things on the straight and narrow in your path towards success. Magic. You're also having a lot of spiritual, very magical things, a lot of synchronistic events unfolding within your life, which is really clearing your uncertainty in certain areas of life, and it's showing you just how beautiful life really can be. So there's a lot to look forward to for you guys in the year 2022. I feel like a new path, you're paving the path for a new direction in your life, which may not have coincided with old beliefs of what you were meant to become in life. I feel like you're paving a new way, a new direction in your life that actually brings forth true happiness, true self-fulfillment. Instead of trying to appease everybody else, you're now paving a path that is meant for you to experience, and you're no longer holding yourself back, and you're allowing yourself to do exactly what it is that you want to do, instead of having to appease everybody else around you. So that's really, really awesome. Let's get a little bit more clarity. Is there anything that pile number 1 needs to hear in order to fully encompass these gifts that are trying to come in? What does pile number 1 need to hear in order to clear the way for these gifts to come in? what does pile number 1 need to clear out of their way in order for these gifts to come in? We have 2 of Swords. Alright, so I feel like you have, there's a decision that has been weighing heavily on you, and it's causing a lot of blockages in your energetic frequency. There's a lot of things like you're trying to make a choice, but whenever you go in whenever you make a decision, you kind of backtrack and you like go back and forth with what it is that you are actually wanting, because I don't feel like you are fully accepting of what it is that you're truly wanting to do. And in order for this path or these gifts to come in, you need to stick with your gut instinct and with your intuitive, like what you are feeling intuitively, what is you are feeling from your heart, and follow that. Yes, logic may not make sense in certain areas, or it might not seem like it's the best decision to make logically, but I feel like you're only doing yourself a disservice by doing things the way you used to do them, if that makes sense. We have Queen of Wands. There's something that brings you a lot of passion and a lot of like vigor in your life. There's like a new found like creative endeavor that inspires you, and it's causing you to really look at things from like broader perspective and not so narrow-minded as you once have. And Wheel of Fortune. So definitely you are dealing with some karmic like cycles that need to be closed out, and all of this is happening. This is very destined karmic time in your life. Whatever is happening, whatever cycles, whatever relationships, whatever situations in your life that are coming to an end, that is your karmic debt that needed to be paid. And once that cycle is fully complete, you're going to make room for the thing that you desire, what the thing that truly drives your passion to be able to come in. So that's awesome. Then we have Three of Pentacles. So I feel like for some of you, this could be in regards to like some sort of like something that you want to dive into, like with career. Like perhaps there's a part of you that is scared to start your own business, or to do something that is more creative and uncertain in how successful you can become in this area. But it's because of the uncertainty that you feel like it's the wrong choice to be made. But in reality, that's you have to have faith that everything will work out exactly as planned. In doing that, that is when the success will come in. And then we have Seven of Wands. So I do feel like you do have quite a few challenges to overcome. This choice that needs to be made is going to take a lot of courage and a lot of just blind faith as to how it will come about. But I feel like you already know what direction it is that you're headed in. It's just a matter of taking those small steps in order to really just, just do it. no, you can't second guess yourself, or start thinking that like, oh wait, but I definitely shouldn't be doing this because of X, Y, and Z, and then this person is depending on me for this and this and this, so I can't do it like that. And it's like you're constantly like going around and around and around in your head as to why you shouldn't be doing the one thing that you know you should be doing. It's like you're like, you're battling yourself within yourself about something that you know is something that you truly want and what you truly desire. And then we have Ten of Pentacles, and this it's like, you already know, like, there's one aspect of this that is going to bring forth tremendous amount of fulfillment, abundance, like it's going to be very healing in multiple aspects of your life. But you keep thinking like you have these old beliefs or these old ways of looking at the situation that is preventing you from just allowing it to unfold naturally. You keep putting blocks up from what it is that you know is going to bring forth the most prosperity and the most fulfillment within yourself. And there is definitely like a lot of like creative energies that are like surrounding whatever this is. So if it's in regards to like a relationship, it could be the qualities that the other person has within themselves, like somebody who's very creative, very intuitive, very loving. Or it could also be referring to a career choice. Perhaps you, instead of doing a typical 9 to 5, you really want to venture out into a more creative aspect of what you do for a living, and so that's what you're going back and forth about. We have Justice, but things are really going to start balancing out. And with this, like with Justice right under the Wheel of Fortune, the karmic lessons, the karmic cycles that are closing out are really going to start, like the energies are starting to come into balance, and things are starting to really there's like this equilibrium that is unfolding because of your consistency. Like whatever it is that you've been doing has been necessary in order for these energies to balance out. And it Spirit is really just pushing you to or trying to guide you in the right path, in the right direction, and in doing that and following your intuitive pulls or intuitive guidances, you're really starting to see the magic in everything that is around you, and things are really starting to like look much differently to you than they have in the past. And then we have the Ace of Swords. So again, change, decision. There's like, I really don't think that there's anybody that's surrounding you that is trying to like pull at your, at your decision making abilities. It's really just you yourself, within yourself. There's nobody second guessing your decisions. There's nobody trying to make you feel bad about making the decisions. And if you feel that way, it's because you are feeling bad about making certain decisions. It's you inside that is feeling bad about making a decision and sticking to it because of X, Y, and Z. And you have to really look at yourself and why it is that you're feeling that way in order to be able to come to a clear, concise decision, and in order to follow that through and through without second guessing yourself, without going back and forth, without fighting with yourself, without making yourself second guess yourself. It's really you that is making you uncertain of what it is that you're supposed to be doing because of old belief patterns, because of old ways of thinking, because of everybody else, how it's going to affect this person, that person, instead of just looking at how it's affecting you. And then Six of Swords, we do, so there is something that you're going to be, you know, having to close out in your life in one area or another. So that could be the difficulty in decision that is having to be made. Perhaps you have to leave something, a certain aspect of your life, in order to move on to this, to a new aspect. And it's like it's pulling at your heartstrings a little bit. So let's get a little bit of clarifiers with this. Let's clarify this Two of Swords. Maybe we can get a little bit more detail as to what is the decision that is needing to be made. What decision is needing to be made at this time? Good. What decision is needing to be made at this time? Say, shh, please. Here we have Knight of Swords. Okay, so there's something that came into your life like suddenly and unexpectedly, and it brought forth a lot of like passionate feelings that kind of threw you off target. Like, I feel like you tend to be a very consistent, very like, you know, very consistent, very reliable type of individual in certain areas of life. And whatever it is that came into your life unexpectedly and suddenly threw you for a loop. You weren't expecting to have such passionate feelings about this particular situation, and it threw you completely for a loop. And it surprised you as to how you actually were so driven and so like it just caught you off guard. So that's what I feel like. You are second guessing the decision because you feel like you won't be that reliable, consistent individual that you hold yourself to be in certain areas of your life, whether it be within family dynamics, or within, you know, interpersonal relationships, or within job or career. Like, there you hold yourself to a certain standard of being reliable, consistent, and someone that will always be there in a certain regard for who it is that, you know, it's like they feel like people depend on them, or you feel like people depend on you, and you feel like if you go for the thing that's like driving your passions, or like you almost feel like it's like a selfish thing for you to decide upon. But really, it's actually the other way around, which is what you're not seeing. You're not looking at how selfish it actually is when you stay in when you're staying in a situation that you're not actually happy in, or you're not fulfilled within. You're really just doing everyone a disservice, because it's preventing them from finding that true happiness and fulfillment. It's preventing you from finding that true happiness and fulfillment, and vice versa. So like, it's really like you're misinterpreting what this decision is actually going to do for you. Let's clarify this Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, so there's something, this karmic situation, karmic relationship, these karmic ties that you're closing out cycles with. You've had to come to terms with just how much of a pull it has had on you emotionally, and I guess it kind of threw you off guard that it actually has become such a deep painful experience to actually have to let this situation go. You weren't expecting to have such a difficult time in letting something go, and so you've had to really reevaluate the way you were looking at the situation in the past. Let's clarify this. Three of Pentacles. Okay. Three of Pentacles with Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, so there's something that is really like, there's an opportunity that's going to be coming in that is really going to open the door to like this newfound like path that you're trying to go on. I feel like you were not, like there is something that was holding you in place, like it was keeping you from making any serious moves. And I feel like there's something that's going to be given to you by the universe, or whatever you want to believe in. There's something is going to unfold, and it's going to be basically given to you as like okay, now this will make it easier for you to make the decision that you've been needing to make in order to fulfill your destiny in the first place. So I feel like something is going to come into your life that is going to make the situation a lot easier for you to finally just let go of old karmic ties, so that you can move on and, you know, discover a new way of living life, or a new way of looking at life. And this is going to bring forth a lot of abundance, prosperity, within family, within friendships, within love, within money, basically all around. This is really like a time of like, this is very destined. Everything that's happening to you right now is a very destined time. And let me just clarify this Queen of Cups here. Clarify this Queen of Cups. Okay. I do feel like there is something. Okay. So this is coming to me from, I mean, this could be involving a romantic relationship. I feel like there's something that you may not have picked up on, but there's certain qualities that this individual has that reminds you of someone in your past that has hurt you or broken your heart. And this is what is holding you back from fully going all the way. This is for some people. This is a general reading. So this, if it doesn't seem like this is relating to you in any way, then it's not meant for you. But this particular person, if this is revolving around a relationship, the qualities within the relationship that you are passionate about, that you're driven you're driven by passion with this particular person, it reminds you of, there's certain qualities that they have that remind you of someone that has hurt you in your past, but it is not that person. This is really, with the Magician here, this is literal, this is destined to happen. This connection is destined to happen. You're destined to close out old karmic ties in order to bring this person in, and it's truly meant to be. And you have to overcome these fears, these old things that have prevented you from fully putting your whole self in. And this is where, again, you're gonna have to just go with blind faith on this. Are you willing to give up this connection because of something that has not happened yet? Or are you going to allow yourself to experience it, even if there's that possibility that you might get hurt in the end? Now that is the decision that's having you, go back and forth within self. And you really just have to, it comes down to you making this decision in order to go down this, because it's a gift that's being given to you. This is whatever this is a gift that's being given to you from the universe, but it's up to you to actually go down this path and take it. And in going down this path and accepting this gift that is being given to you, your whole life is going to change. Magic is going to become like so apparent to you, and you're going to see the beauty in everything, and things are just going to look so much differently to you when you just have faith that everything's going to work out in the end. Let's clarify this justice. Yeah, there's a lot of like balancing in emotional like ties, and this is the gift that's trying to be given to you by the universe, your divine counterpart that allows you to have an equal harmonious flow of energies between one another. Not one person doing too much, not getting what you deserve, XYZ, but an equal flowing partnership that is extremely beautiful and extremely magical. And it's really awesome, actually. Let's do some final. So these are the gifts that you are trying to receive. Let's get some closing messages from Spirit. Anything else that pile number 1 needs to hear? Is there anything else that pile number 1 needs to hear? Completion. Yeah. So again, cycles closing out. You are going to have that to, old cycles that no longer serve you are going to be closing out. So with that in itself is a gift alone. And once this cycle completes, once these karmic ties are rid of, then you're going to be given this gift of a true manifested love that you've been wanting to come in your entire life. And this is super like it's very like divinely orchestrated. This whole like connection between you and another person is like a divine orchestration of like beautiful divine time. It's just like really awesome. And I feel like everyone is always trying to search for this exact thing that is being given so freely to you. And it is because you've had to overcome a battle in self that the universe is allowing you this gift, because of all the things that you have had to experience emotionally and within relationships, and not being able to ever find this quality type of relationship within your life, and it's been something that you almost had given up on, and now it's trying to come in, but now you're second guessing whether it's even a possibility that this could actually be something real. So you have to just have faith, and I truly hope that you are able to overcome these these fears or these old ways of thinking in order for you to fully just encompass this, because it's beautiful. It is a lot of beautiful energy, and I feel like the possibilities are endless within this dynamic. And I'm hoping that this kind of resonated with you. If it did, or if it didn't, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Alrighty, this is for those of you who chose pile number 2, Heart of Hands Tarot, or the close. let me start off with this unicorn oracle deck so we can get an overview of what gifts you can expect in the year 2022. Call upon my spirit guides, pile number 2 spirit guides. Allow me to use as a channel for the messages pile number 2 needs to receive through my mind's eye, through the cards, please and thank you. Allow me to release whatever energies I pick up during the reading after the reading is over, please and thank you. Spirit, tell me, what does pile number 2 have to look forward to in the year 2022? What gifts is pile number 2 going to receive in the year 2022? Roots. We have roots, divinity, and majesty. Okay, so I am getting the overall I'm getting a lot of healing is going to be coming in for this group in the upcoming year. I feel like there is a lot of divine, especially with the cloves as the herb that you guys chose. I feel like there's like a lot of protection, a lot of divine spiritual guidance that is helping you through a very difficult process of deep spiritual healing, and it's meant to bring out the magical parts of you, or the parts of you that you may have previously denied and are realizing are actually very profound part of your personality and deserves to be expressed in one way or another. So there's parts of your personality that you have denied as a result of social, standards or old belief systems that are outdated or untrue, that have prevented you from fully encompassing all parts of your personality. And I see that this year is really you're going to find your balance within self and within your place in the world. So let's get a little bit more into this. And I feel like you've already been on like a very tumultuous journey thus far. You could have been going through a lot of, difficult times in your life recently, and it's due to waking up to who it is that you truly are, and waking up to the truth of what this life has to offer. And that could be a lot. It could be very overwhelming to adjust, but in the end it's going to make you a much happier person, and the difficult process of getting through the other side will be worth it in the end. We have 6 of Swords, Eight of Wands, Seven of Swords, and Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so again, we see the roots here with it. So I feel like you're being forced to look at aspects of yourself that could be severely uncomfortable, or aspects of yourself that you're not necessarily proud of. It's basically being presented to you the shadow aspects of yourself, and this could be really difficult initially when you first realize these aspects of yourself that you have never really wanted other people to become aware of, or parts of yourself that you tend to hide or mask in order to not fully express that part of you. It's becoming so apparent to you that you can no longer ignore it, and it's like these aspects of yourself are really being pulled, dug from the depths of your soul, and brought out into your peripheral vision in order for you to look at it, become aware of it, and accept it for what it is. And nobody is by any means perfect, so there's nothing to be ashamed of having done certain things that may have hurt another's feelings, because there's always a reason or a motivation behind those things that we do that we're not necessarily proud of. It's what you do after, when you become aware of it, is what truly matters. And I feel I am getting the sense that this year is really going to shine a light on these aspects of yourself and offer you the opportunity to really do things differently the next time that certain situations come up. And it's really up to you on whether or not you choose to accept this as a gift, or you choose to continue living your life the way that you once have, that is not necessarily benefiting you or anybody else in any way, if that makes sense. We have 6 of Cups. So a lot of like past energies being brought up, like a lot of past ways of thinking, a lot of belief patterns, ways of thinking, toxic ways of looking, toxic perspectives, and a lot of emotional baggage that has been brought to the surface that you're having to sort through. And it could be a lot. It's a lot of information, a lot of downloads that you're receiving all at once, and it feels overwhelming. But by this time next year, you're going to be in a completely different place, and you're no longer going to be focusing on all the things that you don't have. You're going to be accepting of the things that you do have, and you're going to be grateful for the things that you do have, instead of constantly comparing yourself to others. Because I feel like you tend to do that. You tend to compare what you have versus what other people have, and it the only thing that does is emphasize the lack of what you have. And when you are emphasizing on lack in your life, you're gonna get more lack. You need to emphasize the things that you do have so that it multiplies, and so you continue bringing in those positive things and just positive manifestations, as opposed to just emphasizing what you do not have. Yeah, so it's a lot of re-evaluating old belief systems, old ways of viewing things, old old versions of your core belief and your core values. It's really starting to expand your vision of what truly matters to you and what it is that's truly bothering you at the core of it. You're starting to dig deep in figuring, because all the things that happen that keep coming up in your life recently that may not be things that you're proud of, or things that other people are doing that may have hurt you. These things are coming up in order for you to look at it, so because it's something that needs to be dealt with, because there's something underneath the surface that is really the core issue that is bringing up all these things in your life that you no longer need or no longer benefit you. It's being pulled up from the roots so that you can look at what the actual issue is, so you can deal with the issue at hand. So all these extra crappy things that are an effect of that core issue can dissipate, and you can finally start with a clean slate and start rebuilding a new foundation within your life and things. I mean, this is all really like very divinely orchestrated. This is something that is a major turning point in your evolution as a human on this earth. It's a major awakening for you, and it's a major turning point in what direction like you are going to eventually go on. I feel like you are meant to do something. You're meant to do something much greater in this life, and I feel like you have limited limited your ability to really do profound things in this world. You've limited it because you felt like you were not good enough, or because you're constantly comparing yourself to others, or you feel like there's something like deep underneath the surface that's the real issue, and that is the thing that's trickling and affecting every aspect of your life. And the things that you truly want to bring in aren't coming in because you haven't focused on that core issue, on the thing that's really, really bothering you. So let's do some clarifying. Clarify this Six of Swords, please. Yeah, I feel like there's like you're constantly like wanting more than what you're actually receiving. Like you're always comparing, you're always looking at what other people are having or what other people have, and it's like you want it for yourself, but it's like this is like an aspect of your personality that you're not necessarily proud of, but it doesn't come from a negative place. What it comes from is just yearning for the goodness that life has to offer, and it hurts you that you aren't getting there as quickly as perhaps other people around you are, and then that in turn makes you feel shame, guilt, remorse for feeling. It's for greater purpose. You're going to get through it, and it's going to be worth it in the end. Let's clarify this Eight of Wands. Yeah, it's like a lot of I feel like you're really yearning for stability, love, comfort. You want to have a simple life with a simple family. You have this vision for yourself, and because you see other people perhaps having aspects of what it is that you want, and comparing yourself to these people, it's really putting a damper, and it's really making you focus on lack as opposed to looking at what you do have and being appreciative of what you do have. So if anything, take this as confirmation that yes, it's okay that you have been feeling this way. It's okay to go through these but just know in the end there's something that's deeper. There's an issue that's hidden beneath the surface that needs to be looked at, because there's something causing you to compare. There's something that that triggers you to compare yourself to the people around you, instead of being grateful for what you do have, and for being grateful that the people you care about have those beautiful things in their life as well. So you have to take that into consideration, because I feel like you beat yourself up over this because you don't want to be this way, but this is an aspect of your personality, but it's actually not really an aspect of it's not who you are at the core. What is happening is this is an effect or a reaction to a situation, a trauma that unfolded in your life previously, that is causing you to feel this way, to compare yourself, to not be happy for others, for other successes. And it's not really because that's who you are as a person. It's not because you want bad things to happen to other people, and that's what you're misconstruing. an issue, a trauma that's underneath the surface that is causing you to constantly compare yourself to others. And you have to dig deep and figure out what trauma, what thing occurred in your life that makes you feel like you're not as good as everybody else, or makes you feel like you have to compare yourself to other people. And that is what you need to focus on in order to get through all this, in order to get to the other side, so things can finally start opening up, so that you can finally bring in, you know, the manifestations that truly are meant for you. Let's clarify the Seven of Swords. And I do feel like it's like you kind of like you not only do you negative speak to yourself, you speak negatively to yourself, but you speak negatively about other people to yourself. And that is another thing that's like this constant like vicious like cycle within your mind, that you feel like you have to, like, it's just that comparing, like you're constantly comparing yourself to others. You're constantly looking at what others have compared to what you have, and you're constantly hating on yourself for even feeling like this in the first place, because you know deep down that that's not who you truly are. So it's your subconscious is bringing up these issues so that you can face it, so you can get to the root of the issue, so you can finally get to who you actually are as a person. Let's clarify the Six of Cups. Yeah, so I do feel like there's something about perhaps something about wanting a particular, there's like an energy that you want for yourself, and it's causing like these unhealthy emotions, or these toxic ways of handling situations. And it's like you're painfully aware of it, but you're still doing it because it's a subconscious desire. I don't think it's like you don't want to feel this way, but it's a subconscious desire, and it's kind of making things look askew, and you need to look at this and understand what is the actual thing that you are craving. What is it that you're actually looking at? Because it's not actually what you think it is. It might look like it on the surface. It might seem like it's one thing, but when you really, really dig deep and really, really look at what it is that you're craving, you're gonna realize that it's not even about the energies that are surrounding this particular situation. It's really something, either a quality or like a way that they make you feel that you are craving, and it's not necessarily the actual person or situation itself. So you need to look at that a little bit further and dig deeper to figure out what it is that you're really like searching for, what you're really craving. Let's clarify this Hierophant. And there's going to be a lot of fast-paced, like, you know, like it's going to be very fast-paced in this way that things fall out of your life. Just as quickly as things have fallen into your life recently, things will be falling out of your life just as quickly. So just be aware of that, because it's the reason that these things are falling away from you is because they weren't meant for you in the first place. And it's the universe's way of ridding yourself of the things that aren't meant for you in order to bring in things that are meant for you. So, you have a lot to look forward to in the year 2022. You're really gonna get down to the nitty gritty of what is really like causing the uncertainties about self. So this is like major evolution in your spiritual in your spiritual progression. It's major evolution in self identity. It's major evolution in who it is that you keep around in your life. It's going to be a major time to really start building an entirely fresh new foundation so that you can finally walk through or start to create the so you can start, instead of looking at things as in that lack mindset, it's meant for you to really see the potential of growth in your life, instead of giving up and just giving up your your like any motivation that you've had in the past, and being like, oh, you know what, it's just never gonna happen for me, just whatever, it's just never gonna happen. This is all coming in order for you to shift your mindset, in order to shift your perspective, in order for you to make a new foundation to really create what it is that you want in this life. Let's get some closing statements for pile number 2. Closing statements for pile number 2. Communication. So it's very important for you to communicate what it is that you're experiencing and what it is that you're feeling, in order to find balance in life and in yourself, and illumination. So a lot of things are going to be brought to your attention. There's going to be a lot of clarity that is acquired through this process. So it's going to be a difficult, tumultuous process, but through all of this, you're going to have the greatest gift of all, and that's clarity, balance, and being able to communicate what it is that you truly want and what you truly desire. So let me know if this resonated with you guys down below. I really hope it has, and I hope to see you guys next week. Bye. Alrighty guys, this is for all of you who chose the pile number 3 Wild Unknown Tarot with the ginger. Okay, so let's open the reading up with some Unicorn Oracle cards to kind of get an overview of what gifts you can expect for the year 2022. Call upon my spirit guides and pile number 3 spirit guides. Allow me to be used as a channel for the messages pile number 3 needs to receive through my mind's eye and through the cards, please and thank you. Allow me to release whatever energies I pick up during the reading after the reading is over, please and thank you. Spirit, tell me, what does pile number 3 have to look forward to in the year 2022? What gifts is pile number 3 receiving in the year 2022? What gifts is pile number 3? Divinity. So pile number 2 got this as well. So divinity, we have journey, and we have harmony. Okay, so this is beautiful. So I feel like a lot of you are going to experience a shift in awareness, a shift in consciousness that is going to expand expand any previous limitations that you had once placed on yourself, and it's really going to allow yourself to experience life in a harmonious way. You're really going to begin to go with the flow as opposed to fighting against. You're going to finally allow yourself to stop feeling so limited in your abilities, and you're going to allow yourself to really, follow through with certain things that you've been wanting to accomplish, and it's going to open up an entirely new way of living that you never thought was possible. So let's get a little bit more into this. I do sense like a lot of creative energies as well surrounding this. So I feel like a lot of you have like there's going to be a lot of opportunities that come in your path that really open up or pave the way to an entirely to endless possibilities. Like there's going to be things coming up in your path that opens up the possibility of endless possibilities. So let's get a little bit more into this. What gifts is pile number 3? I'm also getting the sense that a lot of you are going to be able to find harmony within your personal relationships. Like there's like divine counterparts. Like you're experiencing a divine connection or divinely guided connection between you and another person, and there's a lot of harmony or harmonious energies that are surrounding this situation. So it's a lot of positive like things that are unfolding for you at this time. Yes, and things are really coming together. I think that you might have had certain situations where like things are really coming out in the open. People that you weren't necessarily supposed to be trusting, their true colors are being shown to you, and it's really, you're really connecting the dots, and things are coming together in order for you to release those connections in your life to truly find harmony within all relationships and dynamics that you currently have. I feel like there's going to be a lot of opportunity to travel, a lot of opportunity to explore new places or new adventures await for you. Like this is a time of great growth for you and great expansion, and I feel like very excited. Like I'm super excited about the opportunities. Like that's the energies I'm picking up on. I feel a lot of expansion, like this never ending, like just open seas. That's what I picture, open seas, and just beauty. Like a lot of beautiful energies await for you. And a lot of opportunity to connect in nature. I feel like when you allow yourself to connect with the outside world, with nature particularly, it offers you a sense, like it helps ground you, and it offers you like there's like magic in the air when you connect with nature. So keep that in mind. If you're feeling ungrounded or feeling off, just go outside for a little bit, and it'll reignite your sense of balance, and it will help you overcome any uneasy energies that you're experiencing. I just see like so much beauty, so much with the Daughter of Pentacles, with the deer. It's like the innocence of the doe. It's like experiencing like new exciting ventures and seeing things with like doe eyes. Like you're super excited about something, like you're really excited for what is to come, and I just feel so freaking excited right now for you guys. It's awesome. And just a lot of expansion, a lot of growth, a lot of positive energies coming into your life for the 2022. This is a great reading, and I feel like this is a long time coming, because you've done the work to get here. You haven't just sat around and waited for things to come to you. You did the deep spiritual, the hard, you did the hard stuff to get to this point. You deserve this. The universe is gifting this to you because you have gone through the ringer. You have done all that dirty work. You have dealt with all those negative energies that have taken or have been sneaky around you. You've already experienced all of that. You've already accepted all of that, and you've done the deep inner healing that is necessary in order for you to have the awareness, to have the expansion, to have the growth. And so this is all, I mean, this is not just being handed to you. This is something that you worked for, that you should be proud of, that you should be, you deserve this. This is something that you deserve more than most. And you should be very proud of yourself for that. and yeah, just like, I mean, look at this. This is like expansion in all areas of your life. You're gonna have like major spiritual evolution within a major like connection to other planes, to spiritual other dimensions. Like everything's just really coming together for you, and you're really seeing things for what they are and what they truly mean for you. And you're gonna have, I mean, this is like relationships in all aspects of your life, career, relationships, spiritual enlightenment. It's all of it. It's all of it that you're going to be receiving this year, because that you deserve it, because you did all the hard work. It's like you went like it's like the rubber band effect. You went all the way to the depths of despair. You went all the way to the negative parts of life. You've already experienced the deep, dark sadness and pain and the dark experiences that life has to offer. And now you're boom, boing, going to the other aspect of that. You're finally being that rubber band is finally being released in order for you to catapult into an entirely new way of living, an entirely expansive, progressive way of looking at things, an entirely enlightened, it's just phenomenal. It's really beautiful. It's a lot of things to look forward to, a lot. And things are just going, I mean, any relationships that are not in your highest good are going to just naturally fall away, because you have expanded in your energetic frequency. Like your frequency, you're in an entirely new like way, and now you're more aware of how to protect your energy, your sacred space, protect things that you care about the most, and because of all the things, because of all of those negative relationships that you've had in your past, where they have taken from you, you have learned from your mistakes, and now you are more aware of how to protect your energy, and how to protect the things that matter to you the most. And there's no touching you. There's no bringing you back into the depths of despair. There's no pulling you out of this happiness that is meant for you, because this was all part of your process. You've been doing the inner work and the inner healing for great purpose. You knew you had this inner knowing within you. You had this inner knowing that you were meant for something more. You were meant for something greater. And this is confirmation for you. If that's what you've been, if that's what you have experienced, this is confirmation for you that you are meant for something great. You're meant to do something that is not easily accomplished in anybody's life. So good for you. Let's clarify this Four of Cups. Let's clarify this Four of Cups. Yeah, so you might have come to the realization, like it might have thrown you for a loop with certain energies having not. And if for whatever reason it does happen again, you'll recognize it instantly, and you'll be able to cut it before it progresses. So it's not happening for it's allowing you to really balance the energies, like like justice in the reverse. Like these energies were trying to present themselves in a way to you that were not of truth. They were trying to present themselves as a way that was not really with truth. They weren't expressing themselves or their true intentions in dealing with you, and it was a painful lesson for you to learn or to come across, but it's allowing truth and justice to come into fruition in these similar situations in the future. So yes, you had to experience this, the lack of trust with certain people, in order for you to be able to find the truth in future connections, to find the red flags simultaneously in meeting certain people. And you'll know what to do if it comes to it. Again, let's clarify this let's clarify this Hermit in the reverse. Yeah, so there, you did have to overcome a lot of judgment from others. You've had to overcome a lot. You've had to overcome a lot of painful lessons, and you really, I mean, out of all three groups, you deserve more gifts than, I mean, even this. Like, you deserve the world to be given to you on a platter at this point, because of all the things that you've had to experience, from all the pain and the hurt that other people have put you through, when you have just wanted everyone else to be happy. It's like, I feel like you have been like this little doe, like you've had like this innocence about you, that you go into situations wanting to give, and because of that, nothing can touch you anymore, and nothing can really take what it is that you're trying to accomplish and what it is that you're trying to protect from you ever again, because you have been there, done that. You've overcome judgment from others, you've overcome pain, hurt, betrayal, jealousy, you've overcome people's criticism, people trying to break you down, when all you've wanted was to be good. You've only had true intentions in every aspect of your life, and people would take advantage of you because they would see that in you, and they would see how loving you were, how affectionate how you freely gave to everyone, to those around you, and because of that, people would take you for granted and take advantage of you, and it hurt. It was painful. It's painful lessons that you've had to endure, but in these painful lessons, you've expanded beyond anything that anybody had previously imagined possible for you. People underestimated the abilities that you carried deep within you. People underestimated the true power that you held within yourself, and people underestimated you just generally. And now people are starting to see the true you, and your energy is starting to become vibrant and become so fully encompassing to those around you that there's no denying it anymore. There's no denying what it is that you're meant to do in this world. You're meant to do big things, and you're meant to be known. You're meant to be heard. You're meant to change people. You're meant to really inspire people and to help others grow. And you're going to be starting this new journey. This, in the year 2022, things are finally going to expand for you. Things are finally going to open up for you in order for you to be able to start doing that. Let's clarify this Mother of Wands. Yeah, so look at that. Oh my god, that's too awesome. Like, you're just all aspects of your life this year is really just going to open up. Things are just really going to change for you for the better, in love, in romance, in friendships, in your perspective, in handling certain situations. Things are just really finally coming together for you, and it's truly a blessing. This year is truly a blessing for you guys, and you deserve it tenfold. So let's get some final messages for pile number 3. Is there anything else that pile number 3 needs to hear? Clarity. So more clarity, more and I mean you're gonna be emotionally balanced. Things are just going to really open up for you. I'm seeing like just expansion, an endless sea of positive emotions overflowing, love, just, I mean, imbalance. I mean, just that, like, you honestly, you can't get better than this. Like, I honestly just feel so much positive energy surrounding this pile, and you guys really truly deserve it. So please let me know in the comments below if you guys resonate with this, because I would love to get to know you guys, because you guys seem awesome, and I hope to see you guys next week. Bye.